What's going on, YouTube? This episode on Don't Pour My Milk, we're talking about stashing and passing.
What you gonna do when we tell you what to do?
We're gonna let you know who you gotta keep and who you gotta pass on to the next guy.
Dash or pass, tune on in, subscribe and like. Mr. Knockout Fantasy Football will see you this episode.
So stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bruh, did you pour my milk? Don't do that. What's that?
I'm kind of a big deal.
You don't got the credentials.
Well, that's disrespectful.
What up? What's up?
What's good?
Yo, welcome to another episode of the Don't Pour My Milk podcast. My name is Mr. Knockout Fantasy Football, and I got my dude to the side.
It's your boy O. You already know. Just follow me down below. Yo, Cat, we back, B.
We back for another one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we back for a good one, too.
Yeah.
Another week, another win.
Yeah.
We just gonna keep on going.
Yeah.
This episode, we talking about stashing or passing.
You said what, Cat?
Stashing or passing.
Oh, I thought you said something else. Okay, cool. So stash
Yeah, we'll talk about that in another episode.
or pass. Okay.
Stash or pass.
I was like, yo, Cat, this is a family show. Chill.
Yo, this episode, we're gonna go through a slew of people.
Okay.
We're gonna let the YouTubers out there know, the milkmen.
The milkman and women. There's a lot of milk women.
Yeah. Milkmen, milk women, we equal opportunists. We're going to make sure we give out the information and let you know the key players out there. And people have questions on whether you should keep them or whether you should just let them sit in the waiver wires, right?
Right.
So hence the episode name, Stash or Pass. We're gonna get in it. Are you ready?
To stash and pass?
Yeah.
Are we stashing and passing or we just stash or pass?
Stashing or passing.
Okay, cool.
All right, we're gonna let them know who to pick. So let's get it kicked off. Let's start this. This player has been talked about a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coming in, don't know what to do. Some leagues you see him in the waiver wire. Some leagues you see people holding on to them. Like, what's the reason, right? First player we're gonna talk about is Cam Akers. Cam Akers is the running back for the LA Rams.
Is he? So I don't know if you know where I'm going with this.
I'm just letting you know what are you doing with them in his current situation. Are you stashing him on your bench to see how, if he comes out of this actually playing in a viable role, or are you passing on him and let him just sit in the waiver wires?
Okay, so all of this depends on how deep your league is, right?
Okay.
So depending on how deep your league is going to depend on how deep is your love. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
For me, we're in a very deep league,
Yep.
14, 16. So
Yep.
if you're in a deep league like that, yeah, you can stash him, but it depends on how many space you have on your bench
100%.
or whatever the case is. But me personally,
Yep.
I'm passing him, bro.
Yeah.
I'm passing him, bro. I haven't seen anything. I told you there's not too many Cams that are not either in retirement or close to retirement. Cam Jordan's almost out. Cam Newton is out. Cam is like,
Yeah, I don't want no problems with Dipset. Right? You
Yo,
wearing
we
your nice,
Dipset, bro.
You wearing
You
your
know what I'm
pink. I like that.
yeah, I'm repping Cam right now with the pinky. It's in me. Yeah, but
you
I
good.
mean, Akers ain't it, bro. I tried. We seen the same story last year. You know what I'm saying? The sequel is worse than the original. And the first one was whack too. So it's like at this point, it's like, I'm passing, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to pass on it for at this very moment as well. I think he's a very talented running back.
He's very talented, but it's just health and
whatever else is happening on the back end. We just don't know, right? It hasn't been put out there, so we're not aware. But with the trade deadline looming, just want to make sure you guys keep an eye on the waivers and all the information that's out there in regards to him. But I would pass on it. I would not waste any type of like waiver claim on him.
Waiver claim, trade. Can you trade him?
Yeah, there's too many players
that
are out there for you to hold on to, for you to watch, and we'll mention a couple coming up. All right, so we're in the same thing.
Exactly. I got a guy for you.
Who you got?
He's a rookie.
Yep.
Has a lot of upside.
Okay.
Right.
So you setting the stage, but go ahead.
Okay. Let me not influence it, Cat. Let me make it. All right. Treylon Burks.
Treylon Burks. That's interesting. And I know you set the stage, so I'm thinking you're going to be in the same accord with me.
Talk with your mind, Cat.
I'm just saying, I think Treylon Burks is a person that you should stash.
Definitely.
Like I'll stay with that. Treylon Burks in his rookie year, he showed flashes of him being able to contribute to that particular offense in a way where you'll see his numbers come to fruition. And I think in an earlier episode, I compared him to A.J. Brown. Right. I think A.J. Brown had the same type of cadence where he didn't come on earlier in the season, but as the season kind of grew, you saw him get used to the offense, understand his role in it, and then he propelled folks in his rookie year to championships.
Did you like what you saw from the little small window that we saw?
Yep. Like I said, I mentioned it in the previous episode, so you guys go back and watch all our previous episodes. But I mentioned it that Vrabel is a tough coach. The offense is not an offense that you're just going to grab and just get a hold of it, right? I think he has to learn the offense. He has the time now while he's injured to kind of go through like his mistakes, but he has the physical capabilities to be a good player and to add fantasy value for you.
Like the way I see it, I look at it like this. In real life, right, outside of fantasy, they use a lot of draft capital to get this guy.
Yeah.
They was talking him up the whole season, preseason.
Yep.
And very early in the season, you kind of see that they brought in a veteran like Robert Woods. We saw what he was doing. And it seemed like Robert Woods was going to take the backseat to this guy, Treylon Burks. So I would definitely, especially if you're like in a keeper league or something like that, a dynasty league, he's worth keeping. Yeah. You know what I mean? And seeing what you got, because I know you yourself this year didn't spend a lot of draft capital. You probably got him in, what was his ADP?
Treylon Burks? Treylon Burks was going in the 11th round of ADP. He wasn't going high.
Imagine an 11th round keeper that can be a number one or a stud next year. He's worth it to me, at least.
100%. So, I mean, in that respect, I think we're both on the same thing. Let's stash them. And those are for like deeper leagues. If you're in a 12-man league, I wouldn't go ahead and stash them.
What's the point?
But if you're in a deeper league like me, play a lot of them, go ahead and stash them. All right, I got a player for you, and I want to get your thoughts. I have him actually.
Yeah, I feel. That's why I'm smiling, Cat. It's not because I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you just got him though, right?
So what?
Shiny things.
I did. You know, I always think that
everything that glitters is not gold, Cat.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
The player we're talking about, so we get to it, is Marquise Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood. We got Hollywood.
What they know about you, Hollywood? You gonna come back strong, player. I need you to come back on my team, player. All right, I'm gonna ask you what you think, because he's hurt. He's out for some time. Yeah. Another injured player. We just mentioned Treylon Burks. What do you think? What do you think a manager should do with Marquise Brown?
Bro, you gotta stash him, bro.
Stash him, okay.
What?
Why do you say that?
I mean, first of all, right now as we speak, this guy's a top 5 receiver.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, his name is
fantasy.
Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was playing like a stud. Now, a lot of people are going to say, but, Hop is back, right?
Yep.
But what does that mean?
Yeah.
There's enough for the ball to go around.
Yeah.
I feel like with Hollywood on the other side, he's going to command, the second best corner, right? Yeah. Hopkins is going to get the doubles. Okay. He's going to eat more because he has somebody that's taking attention away from him. So he was a top 5 by himself. Yeah. Imagine what he's going to do when he comes back. Yeah. That offense is going to be moving. Yeah. Especially Connor coming back too.
I agree with you. You should stash him. I also agree that if you have a player that actually likes Hollywood Brown, you should actually put him out there for trade bait, see what you can get.
When do you think he's coming back?
I don't know the exact timeline. It's always dependent on how someone's recovering during their injury.
But he looked good though.
He did. Top 5 player, like you mentioned. He was in fantasy football, so we're not putting him in the likes of like a Cooper Kupp or
no.
Like
I'm talking
Adams,
about just points, but points is what
points,
wins games.
He was, and I don't think a lot of people saw that unless you're looking for the stats wise, right?
Exactly.
You didn't notice his impact, and he's one of those sneaky players that he does similar numbers like that on a yearly basis. He's not drafted high, but he has the talent and the skill set to command the ball, and I think that's what the point you were trying to get to. Yes. I agree with you. He's a player you should stash, and if I'm in other leagues, I'm searching to try to trade for him because he can help propel me when I get to that playoff run.
Especially in PPR formats. He was killing it.
For real?
Killing it.
I agree with you 100%. All right. I got another player that I want to ask you about. This is another player that, You
see
know,
my smile, Cat? You running down a couple of your players.
I am. A couple plays. You know, what's funny is that we play in a few leagues together, and
Right.
I kind of keep the same similar players.
Yes, you do, Cat.
And I have a lot of injured players, but I'm still a problem. Let it be known.
Always the highest scoring manager.
You know what I mean? When I
give you that, Cat.
when I come in, it's going down. Yo, you know what's something? Oh, you haven't said anything about my fit today, man. I try really hard.
Cat,
you know
Cat, hold on. You got.
mean,
I've
give
been
me
saying
my
it.
flowers.
I give you your flowers. You know what I'm saying? You looking fresh. You looking like a Yo P, young people. You see me? You know what I'm saying? You getting some hang time on the dreads. You know what I'm saying? I see you. You know what I mean? I see the K. What's the K stand for, man?
K stands for killer. I'm killing them in these streets. You know what I mean? Killer. They call me Mr. Knockout Fantasy Football.
Yeah,
see me on the fantasy streets when you feel like B. I homie.
Yo, Cat. But I'm just gonna say that we gotta talk to our producers because I feel like I'm not getting any of the season 2 money.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about that. You know what I mean? We got some new equipment over there and some new jackets, but I ain't seen no season 2 money
Yo,
yet.
talk to the accountant, man. I ain't embezzling. But the player I want to let's get down with is J.K. Dobbins. How you feel about him? You think, is he a stash or is he a pass?
You know, O is going to replace that O in his name and put a U. Because he's a dub. He's a dub, man. He's a Dubbins. Like, seriously, at this point, we've seen enough.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm going to paint a picture for you. Imagine having him as a keeper.
Uh-huh.
And he played the way he played. No shot, Cat. But this is my thing, right?
Uh-huh.
Came in hurt.
I feel like that was a shot, but it's
It wasn't.
okay.
I mean,
he was my keeper.
a little shotty shot. You know what I mean? But imagine keeping him last year because he was hurt the whole year.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Keeping him as your keeper, and then he comes back and he gets hurt.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
so this is my thing, Cat.
Yep.
This is my biggest thing. It's like, one, we can't trust that running. I say this every year. You don't know what you're going to get out of that running. We know that Lamar's going to run.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the other week, you know, we saw Drake have a good, decent thing.
You're talking about the Ravens offense, right?
The Ravens offense.
Gotcha.
We don't know what it's going to be.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So can you really trust any runner in that situation? So why keep him?
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. I would not stash him. I'm gonna pass. Like, I think you noticed that even myself when I'm speaking, I had him and I dropped him because I don't want to go through like the whole heartache of watching him come back and then come in that muddy backfield to try to like start. Now, J.K. Dobbins has the talent in real life.
He's good
to play well.
Yeah.
You know, I saw it. And you saw it when he came back with his limited amount of touches. Mm-hmm. He was doing well.
He did for like that first week.
Yeah, he was. It was when he tweaked the knee again, and I think that's going to be like a repetitive thing. I don't want to trust it. Mm-hmm. He can't play well, maybe. I don't know, but my thing is I'm going to look for the best options, the highest probability for making my team win. And J.K. Dobbins, you a pass.
Speaking of highest probability, what's the probability he'll get hurt again?
It's high. I don't know.
So
it's more than 50% if he comes back too quick. And again, he's playing in a muddy backfield. You have
it's not worth it.
Drake, Jackson, Davis, and Justice Hill all in that backfield. And I didn't even mention Gus Edwards, who was coming off the pup list. Mm-hmm. So it's like I don't want to deal with that headache. We're gonna pass on J.K. Dobbins. I want to talk about another player. He's an icon.
Icon living.
He's an icon. Started off with your Giants.
Yes, sir.
Odell,
always be a Giant.
Beckham Jr.
I don't care where he got his Super Bowl from. Every time we go to a Giant stadium, we see Odell Beckham.
A jersey?
Jr. Jerseys. Yo, we are welcoming you back. Come back. Come back to NY where you were born.
Sometimes you gotta let them go. You know what I mean? You can't just
let
hold
him
on.
go, but we wanted him to be like kind of like a LeBron situation.
I feel like
you learned how to win somewhere, and you came back and brought that.
I think it's more of like a Irv Gotti Ashanti situation where
don't do that.
you just
don't do that, Cat.
you just gotta let it go, bro.
Yo, chill, Cat. Yo,
I'm just gonna put that out there for you. But Odell Beckham Jr.
Yes, sir.
In your opinion, he's been coming back and working his way back from injury throughout the entire season. Has not signed with a team yet.
I'm going to let me see your eyes. I think you're gonna disagree. Let's see. I'm gonna stash. Well, I did stash ODB.
You did.
I did stash him, and that's why I don't know. That's why I called you. I was like, I don't know. That's another episode. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about you. I don't trust you. Bro. I gotta call you and say, take your glasses off. Let me see you your eye. But see. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm. What's up?
We hearing rumblings.
Yeah.
We hearing people talk.
Yeah.
The blocks is hot.
Yeah.
And people are saying that ODB is going to a good team.
Yeah.
And a lot of people
he has
saying
his choice.
A lot of people saying it might be KC.
It could be.
I wouldn't put it past Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if he likes the cold. I wouldn't put it past Tom Brady. You know he likes weapons. But I think ODB is at the point in his career where he can go anywhere he wants. He's a proven talent. And we know he can be a stud, right? So we know he's going to go into a good situation, right? This is my thing.
What's up?
If you're in a deep league, what's the harm in having ODB come in and helping you in your playoff push?
Oh, no, you made some good points.
Think about it.
But I don't agree. I'm not going to pour your milk, right, Will, but I'm going to tell you my point. Okay. I'm going to say pass on him. There's a few reasons, and I'll say my argument. If you agree with me, go ahead and let the comments below that you agree with me. If you disagree with go ahead and comment and let us know.
Cat, you try to hit me with my own joint. Okay, Cat, I see you.
Yeah, but let me get back to some real stuff, right? I feel like OBJ, no matter where he goes, he's gonna have to relearn the offense, right? He's gonna have to get acclimated, and he's not necessarily going to take away targets from that particular wide receiver core. Besides the one that you named in Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers, and I don't see him going over there, right?
It's too cold.
I really feel that he's not a player that's going to make a difference in that way on your squad and fantasy wise. Real life, I'm not telling you that he's a bad player. He's not. I think he's magnificent. I think he's a great route runner. I think he has great hands.
And
but
else?
I do not think that he is going to be. He's not the elite.
Does
OBJ.
he take the top off, Cat?
He does not take the top off.
See, this is where we have a problem.
We
Cat.
do.
This is where we have a big problem. ODB still takes the top
He
off.
does not. He's not the same OBJ.
Oh my God! It's just a haircut, bro.
Giants.
That's it. That's all is the difference. It's just the haircut.
I think he's a
you know what I mean? He took the top off for
real
real,
life,
but he still takes the top off.
He's a superb athlete. I just don't think he has the same type of, well, I'll call it mojo that he had when he was playing with the Giants, or even when he had with Cleveland when Baker couldn't get him the ball.
The last time we saw him was taking the top off in the Super Bowl.
No.
Oh, God.
So top off to me is something that MVS does, right? When he can run past folks, get open, or even what Mike Williams does on the Chargers, right? I don't think he has that in him.
He still has it, and this is what I'm saying. You said that he runs great routes, right?
Yeah, I think he.
You said that he can still get open, right?
He can get open, yeah.
Okay, so imagine now, this person that still has his speed has breakaway speed, right?
No, he does not have breakaway speed. He's not
quick.
He's not burning. He's not
No,
burning
he's not a
your
Tyreek
corners.
Hill. He's not a cheetah.
Denzel Ward's capability. He's not doing anything with like a Justin Simmons or a Jordan Poyer. He's not doing anything with
ODB
those.
is not coming to be anybody's
You listen to Mariah Carey?
Baby, come on.
Boy. Anyway, look. So OBJ is not coming, I don't think, to be anybody's number one receiver. I think he's coming to be a complimentary receiver, right?
So if he goes to Kansas City like you think, do you think he's going to be the number one, or he's going to be complimented to Juju?
Okay, so
exactly.
that's it. Okay, so but then he'll be inheriting McHomeboy, and he's going to begin Andy Reid. Now with Andy Reid, he's one of the most talented offensive coaches that can know what to do and where to put OBJ for him to be successful. Look what they're doing. They have the number one offense right now. Who are their receivers?
I agree with you.
Juju is their best receiver.
I got you.
The Mahomes effect.
I got you. I mean, I don't want to spend too much more time on OBJ. He is is one thing that we don't agree on. I say pass on him. Let managers hold on to him and take a roster spot.
There we go.
He's not gonna make a difference on my team that I've built up to this point.
He might help you in your playoff push.
All right. Don't pour my milk. I won't pour yours. You good?
Say less.
So you good. All right. So our next person we're gonna talk about.
You see the big smile?
Yeah. Hey, likes to see. The funny part is that some of these players I actually have, They're highly touted players,
One,
and I'm
two,
still up
three.
there.
You got a lot of these players,
I'm,
bro.
I'm still up there with points, right?
Yeah,
because of
yeah,
how I
yeah.
draft my
You
squad,
sitting pretty.
how I get it.
You
So
sitting
this
pretty.
player we talking about is Kyle Pitts. All right, Kyle Pitts is another player that you drafted with a high capital, and he hasn't really given you the numbers that you were looking for. So what do you think? Are you holding on to him, or are you passing on from him? Are you dropping him or trying to trade him?
He's been passed around this league a little bit.
He has.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he hasn't been working out how, people thought he was going to work out. I mean, most ADP went like, what, third round, fourth round?
Yep.
In our league, somebody went, they sold.
Yeah, he was believing the hype.
Yo, he went first round.
Was you on something that night? I just wanted to make sure he dropped him in the first round.
He saw something we didn't see.
Yep.
But then I guess you saw something that we didn't see because you traded for him.
I did.
But you got a top 5 and you got a good quarterback, so it was a good trade.
I did.
So I'm not gonna try to play you.
Exactly. You can't.
He was the kicker in that piece. Like he was an extra. Like
I did well during the trade, and I think what you're talking about, we can tell them because here's what I did. I had Trey Lance. Trey Lance got hurt. Yep. I needed a quarterback. All quarterbacks were taken in the league to prevent me from succeeding.
Hard out there for quarterbacks.
People were picking up quarterbacks like crazy. So I was forced to trade one of my highly touted wide receivers, Devontae Adams. I traded Devontae Adams to get back Kyler Murray, Marquise Hollywood Brown, and Kyle Pitts.
Hollywood was the top 5 at that point.
It was
top 5.
Yep.
And you gave up
And I gave up an extraordinary player in Devontae Adams, but I did what I had to do. I had
got
to get
some
my
good
haul
pieces.
to get my pieces.
Exactly.
And let me tell you this: the coach of the Atlanta Falcons, Art Smith.
You dropping his name, Cat?
Yeah, hell yeah. Let me calm down.
His government? You saying the government, Cat?
You have a player that's supposed to be legendary on your team. He was drafted the highest drafted tight end in all of NFL history, and you have him blocking. Do you know what you're doing? I'm not the only one that feels this way. You're breaking my heart. You're letting this talent go to waste because of your own ego. I know I'm talking about this is fantasy in real life. Let the brother ball out.
Let him ball, man.
I'm not just saying because I have him on my team.
Get Pitt out the pit, B.
But let him play. All right, that's my last ode to Art Smith.
But Cat, that was a little personal. You know
it
what I'm
was,
saying?
man.
You said the guy gunman
it was,
and everything.
man. I thought he was gonna come out. He was gonna ball out eventually.
There's still time, though. Still time. This is second year. I mean, here's the thing. If you drafted him in the first round, I mean, I would throw him back to the Wolves. But hey, look, if you got him in the 4th round and you're in a keeper league, I think they're gonna get somebody in there that knows what to do with him. I think ownership is gonna say, look, this guy's he is the most talented player on the league.
He is on his team.
In his team, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to get him the ball.
You do.
Yeah.
You got to give him opportunities to make you a better squad so the defense can hone in on him and it opens everybody else up so you can succeed. It's like, is coaching that difficult? I don't think so. I think it has a basic premise. You have a player, get the ball, they get to play the ball, the defense will key in on that player, and you will take advantage of it. But I don't know. That's just me. So I'm with you. I am going to stash him because he was a highly drafted player, but I am going to look for trade partners if someone does want to take a chance on him. If someone can give me a return on something that I need, a valuable tight end that can fill in the gap and give me the same numbers as a Kyle Pitts, plus a little kicker here and there, I don't know what it may be. If the situation calls for it and is right, go ahead and go for it, but you have to hold on to him to see if he does come to fruition in that second half of the season. You never know. Listen, we went through a series of players to help out our milkmen and our milkwomen who are watching this show.
Yes, sir. A lot of your players. You all right, Cat?
We're in various leagues, so I do kind of pick up a lot of these like these high name players. It's all good. I think that you got to just listen to what O and I said. We disagreed on a couple of them, but pour your milk the way you want to pour your milk.
That's it.
Oh, it's another episode. We did a great job.
Yeah, man.
We just in here just spitting out knowledge.
Just stashing and passing.
Yo, we do what we do like we do it for TV, baby.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for tuning in. Oh, what they got to do.
Like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe.
And we out here. Peace.
Easy.